No more blah blah blah! Bark on the hill! Bark on the hill!
Ladies, gentlemen, and monsters of all ages, I've decided to challenge myself. I've been playing this game loads, an absolutely obscene amount, and my favorite thing to do in Monster Hunter games is make builds. Plethora of builds. Different weapons, different playstyles. I would have hundreds of them to choose from if I had it my way. But that takes time, and showing you guys each of these builds takes far more time, so I've decided to streamline the process. I make builds. I find one that I like, I show it to you, but not quite the way that I do my super high-powered builds with legions of math. No, from this point forward, I challenge myself to show builds quickly. I won't stop making that joke even if only 3 people get it. Hammer, my home away from home. Main away from main. What makes it so interesting in Rise? The charge switch is a really strong feature, but the most, impactful change comes from Silkbinds. Specifically, Impact Crater. This attack is your strongest way of outputting damage in the least amount of time if aimed perfectly. The only limiting factor of this being repeatable is wire bugs. So what if that wasn't limiting anymore? What could we do? Welcome everyone to a playstyle that I like to call Slingshot Hammer, based around the idea of using Silkbinds as frequently as possible and enhancing them to be as strong as possible. I have been workshopping a prototype of this for weeks, but it only rounded perfectly into form with the release of Update 2.0, more specifically the new upgrade to the Tigrex hammer, making it in contention for the strongest available hammer overall, just in any hammer build, but for this build specifically, it is truly special. Maybe not in a way that is obvious from the outside, but when you dig deeper, you will reveal the whole thing, like a Basarios in the sand. Oh, wait, that's just a rock, whoops. Upgrade through the ore tree at rarity 3, stop to get the Silkbind boost ramp up skill, then continue upgrading through the Tigrex tree. This lets you keep Silkbind boost on the final rarity weapon. If you don't know, Silkbind boost is a 10% damage increase on all Silkbind attacks straight up, allowing this build to shine as bright as the goddamn sun. With this consideration, nothing else is even worth thinking about for this playstyle. It is Tigrex hammer all the way. The armor pieces are as follows: helmet from Teostra, chest piece from the rare fish drop in the Buddy Plaza, gloves of Lagambi, waist of Anjanath, and then go and get yourself some pants. Get it? The decorations are 3 weakness exploit, 2 critical boost, and 1 wirebug whisperer. This leaves you 6 empty 1 slots, for which I highly recommend speed sharpening, and then potentially either stamina thief for non-elder dragons or just stun resistance for general use. The talisman that I have is a strong one, but nowhere close to unattainable, as I have more than one of them, and it is a 2 wirebug whisperer and 2 slots. You can achieve a build that is almost the same strength with a talisman that is 1 wirebug whisperer and 2 slots, 2 wirebug whisperer and 1 slot, or even 3 wirebug whisperer and no slots at all, and just drop 1 rank of crit boost for an approximate 3.5% damage loss. Not that insane. Any skills that you can get on your talisman past that are purely a bonus. And if you somehow were to choose a skill to stuff in more, if you just had the choice, it would be attack boost. So if you magically have a wirebug whisperer and attack boost mixed talisman, this may be the perfect build for you. That said, altogether, the skills of this build with my original talisman are 7 critical eye, 4 attack boost, 3 critical boost, 3 weakness exploit, 3 wirebug whisperer, and then a sad little lonely rank of ice attack. For those who like the math of all of these things and want effective raw comparisons, the Tigrex hammer has 220 raw attack, 5% increase due to attack boost 4, plus 7 also due to attack boost 4. The weapon has white sharpness, which is a 32% damage increase, and we have 70% affinity on full crit boost, which is a 70% chance to deal 40% more damage, or simplified down to a 28% overall damage increase on average, leaving us with a final effective raw of 402.1 at any given moment for non-Silkbinds. That's right, on your Silkbinds, it bumps up to a very meaty 442.3, which is insane. Why am I counting this in my effective raw if it only counts Silkbinds? Well, you're watching me play this right now. Hopefully you're absorbing what I'm doing, seeing the way that I'm playing, and you'll notice that I use almost exclusively Silkbind attacks. I think I could count on one hand the amount of times that I hit with a non-Silkbind attack in any hunt that I've done with this. Therefore, in this playstyle, Silkbind boost factors into your effective raw as far as I'm concerned. Moving on to switch skills, the only mandatory one is Dash Breaker, as the build functions around the ability to spam full charge Dash Breaker endlessly, even when you only have 2 wire bugs. For the others, my preferences are Water Strike and Charge Switch Strength, but they are entirely up to you, personal preference. Playstyle I've talked about generally, but it really is as simple as full charge your hammer, use Dash Breaker on loop, sometimes releasing the final charged hit if the timing allows, and spamming Impact Crater whenever an opening presents itself. And those openings do vary in value. For example, you can Impact Crater a monster that is Wyvern rideable or sleeping if you aim it right. Always start with the monster on your left if possible, as the hammer swings to the right at the start, and then turn your camera and movement stick towards the monster's head while you are mid-air to hit the actual meaty part of the hit with the sleep bonus damage. Final tip, but extremely important one. In multiplayer, bring 1 Palico with you. In solo, bring 2. The Summyown Endemic Life ability breathes life into this build. Get it on a cat and bring that cat with you no matter what, as it makes your Palico stick up an extra wire bug station frequently. And being at 3 wire bugs in this build is worth far more than anything else that a Palico or Palamute can offer you in this build. For food skills, nothing unusual is going on. However, if you take adrenaline and manage to wind up in a situation where you Impact Crater on low health, it does some real nasty stuff. I'm sorry, Basil Geese. Alright everyone, I've been Cotton Dinosaur presenting my first proper quick build, the Slingshot Hammer. If you have any interesting or niche ideas that you want to see us try to make a whole build out of, feel free to leave it in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Like if you like the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell for more, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay sweet. Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world our stage. Goodbye.